Hello and welcome to the BennyLeftSide channel. Today I'll be playing Resident Evil 2 1998 as Claire on hard mode.
Resident Evil 2.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T-virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special S.T.A.R.S unit immediately began investigation in the affair. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of S.T.A.R.S members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
Finally here.
That guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Hello? Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening? Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you. You okay?
Still in one piece.
Maniac's gonna whip us! Run! Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
once we're in the street. Go straight to Kendo's gun store.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Ooh. Sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
First, you want to get the handgun bullets on the right and the left before making a run for the body of Kendo, who's holding a quick enough. You should be able to get in and out without any problems. And that gives you early access to a crossbow. Not the bowcaster. Once you're down here, you realize you're on hard mode and your bowcaster ammo does nothing. There's a stroke of luck. We can leave. One of the differences between Claire and Leon is you'll get the bowcaster rather than the shotgun. Unfortunately, the bowcaster just doesn't measure up. While it can do crowd control and pushes back zombies, it just doesn't have the same impact as a shotgun. Once you've done that, go through here, walk, and then run. And you just want to run by all the zombies and out this gate. If you hear a zombie fall over like that, just run down the end of the bus. Getting bitten by the zombie on the floor is not too big a problem, it just kicks their head off. Claire is unfortunately set back in a few ways compared to Leon. She has less health, in my opinion. Not sure if that's true. It seems like she does. And her guns aren't as good. So you have the bowcaster, the grenade launcher, and later on you get an electric gun, which is okay, but you don't get it until the very end of the game. Claire A and Leon A are very similar, so the first thing you want to do is head back here to the back office.
Hang in there. Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill, Barry. Every last S.T.A.R.S team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other S.T.A.R.S members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But...
Just go.
Okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
Now that's done, you want to open up the doors, grab the handgun ammo. The first area we'll be going to is the S.T.A.R.S office. Claire comes equipped with a lockpick, so any cabinets with items you can just open now. You don't want that. Bit of foreshadowing for you. Go down here, pick up the bullets on the body. Apparently it's inside its head, but whatever. Go down here. I'm gonna run straight by and leave. Through here, we're just gonna enter this room for now. As we're Leon, we don't have the lighter. We can get any bullets that are in here before moving on. There we go. Just alluding to William Birkin and the liquors. So we have the lighter. Can't do that. So I'm gonna have to leave. Just check in for any ammo before I go. All clear. I'm not too sure where the lighter is on hard, but I'm sure I'll find it. I know this station right at the back of my hand. For now, unfortunate, eventually I just got bored of trying to fight them and just left. For those of you who aren't aware, on hard mode the zombies can take a lot of bullets. So it just made more sense to go now than stand around fighting. Probably could have killed me. Just gonna move this. The answer to the puzzle we're doing right now is down there on the caption of the statue. It's basically just saying the two statues need to gaze at the center statue, so we're doing that right now. Once that's done, we'll get our first red jewel as Claire. This was Leon, we would have grabbed the other one, but we don't have a lighter. Over here. Into the S.T.A.R.S office. You don't need anything other than the unicorn medal. Just Chris's diary telling us he's gone to Europe. And our unicorn medal. Once we have that, handgun ammo here. If you want, there's a film of Rebecca Chambers in there, you just gotta keep searching the desk. If you see that, just keep going. It takes about 20 attempts. There's a bow gun in there, but as we have one, we're not gonna bother, and the first aid in there. But as I'm not using those, I'm not gonna bother. Basically mailed to Chris saying be careful of Chief Irons, he'll find out who he is soon. Now we have the medal, we're going to return. So far everything's going as expected. Could have taken a few less hits. I'm going to try run by them all now in a minute. I'm honestly surprised I'm not dead. I'm on danger. To leave, which is bad because you don't get your bullets back and they heal. This is one of the realities of playing as Claire on hard mode. It's really difficult. Games can go from going well to bad in an instant. Isn't really what I wanted to do, but that was good for us. Because now, oh there you go, got a critical hit. That's literally luck more than anything. Fortunately, I'm back on caution because I took a hit, or 2 hits. But the good thing about those lunges is they don't do much damage to you, and kicks the zombie's head off, meaning that they're gone. There's a few moments in this playthrough we're gonna have. There's a few moments in this playthrough as Claire will be having because unfortunately she's just not as strong as Leon, and the shotgun just isn't as good as the bow gun or the grenade launcher. that happens, you gotta run. Otherwise, you're good to walk through, but once they drop and arch their back, or just arch their back in general, you gotta fight. Going to get rid of the gem, because until we have the light or any other gem, that's pretty useless. Bowgun and the knife are taking up space too. Probably should have got rid of the knife earlier. Don't intend to use it, especially on hard mode. If you haven't got enough bullets for the zombies, you're better off just running. Using the coin gets us our first station key. And the main areas of interest this will be opening up for us is the downstairs room with the crank and the upstairs room after the S.T.A.R.S room in the hallway. So now we can go back. I was actually meant to go into that room by the liquor, so I do that now. Go down here. On the A game, there's handgun ammo. Well, there usually is. Apparently there isn't. Maybe that's because I'm on hard. Or maybe it's Leon exclusive. So either way, go up here, grab your crank, and then we're leaving. Once that's done, we're going to head upstairs, where our key will bring us further into the second floor. Run there. There's nothing to worry about here. The zombies won't grab you again. It's just a jump scare for earlier. They don't do it on the way back. Don't ask why. As we cleared out here, there'll be nobody. I'm not a fan of the Claire games because the A or B game, because her health is just abysmal and her weapons aren't very good on hard mode. That's what I've found anyway. With Leon, the shotgun can at least decapitate zombies still.
Help me!
No, sorry. Run straight around that one. There's nothing more to do here, so once you're in here...
Leon!
Claire, you made it!
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
Go down here. Find some ammo. There's a drawer down here we can unlock as Claire because we have the lockpick. Gets us some flame grenades. Take the green herb, we're going to mix it with a red herb in a minute. And then after that, we're going to get our first stone. In case you're wondering, Leon has to collect chess pieces and Claire has to collect stones to get onto the next area of the game, which is the sewers. Once you've grabbed the herb, you can go up here, and then take a left of this door. You'll find this image on the wall. Looking at it gives you a solution. You go through here. It's always the same. The 2 bookshelves on the left need to go right. So you do that. Grab your first stone. I'm going to head off over to the other side. As we don't have a lighter, there's nothing more we can do on this side of the station, so we're going to make our way across the other side. You can safely ignore all the zombies, and by safely I mean don't fire at them, waste the bullets. Still have to be careful. If they grab you, it'll hurt. But it's not worth wasting your ammo, and compared to other areas of the game, it's quite easy to avoid the fights. This zombie here can be avoided by just walking along. Okay, it's like I was explaining it, so it went wrong. Normally that zombie can just be avoided by walking by. I think that's the first time I've ever been bit by it. Anyway, there's the lighter, which means we can head back. Won't be using that till later, so you can store it, and we won't be using that till later, so you can store it. The lighter will now get us a gem or jewel, which is necessary for us to get the next key in the game, so we're going to go straight there. Run around all the zombies, into the library. And that's sorted out. In here, there'll be nothing, which is the only saving grace of Clary. Usually there's a horde of zombies in there. As you saw from earlier, on hard mode. Well, this zombie now is probably, for example, is probably going to take about 1,000 shots. Obviously an exaggeration, but okay, that was lucky. And it is luck. So managed to get a critical hit. If anyone knows how to make them happen with certainty, let me know in the comments, but as far as I'm aware, they're random. You can improve their chance slightly by changing your angle and getting slightly further from the zombie, but I haven't found any consistency in when they happen. So if you do know a way to make them consistently happen, please let me know. Aside from that, we'll be going back to this room with the picture. Using the lighter on the fire downstairs gets us the second jewel. Once you have that, we're going to be going back the way we came and getting our second key for the station. Grab that. As a general rule, if you're on yellow caution, you can go without healing. Once you're on orange caution, especially with Claire, you need to heal. If you're in the room with a liquor and you're on yellow caution, on hard mode, heal. Otherwise, you can walk around with yellow caution and keep taking bites from zombies until you're in orange. If you really want to risk it, you could probably go all the way to danger, but I personally don't. I go up here. go up to the end of this walkway. Shouldn't need the lighter, so that can go away. As you can see, G finds is a bit of a strange guy, to put it lightly. I'm gonna walk through here, except we can't, because there's a fire going on at the moment. So instead, I'm gonna go through here, search the body twice to get handgun bullets. I'm gonna run. Out this back door, where you'll find the helicopter. For any of those who watched the Claire B, you would have known how that happened. But for now, that's a mystery. You'll see it if you tune in to the next episode I have in line, which is going to be Leon B. Once you've played A and B games for both Leon and Claire, they're both quite similar. I'm now realising something I've made a mistake on earlier. And that is that if that's the bowcaster, that means I've left the grenade launcher back in the weapons locker in the S.T.A.R.S room. So I'm gonna have to go back and get that, unfortunately. Once you've got the valve, you can return here. I just find that strange. I could have swore that was the other way around, but anyway. Bit of a diversion there as I navigated the zombies. On hard mode, if you can avoid fighting zombies, do it. Never hesitate. You waste so many bullets if you shoot them. Gonna do this. Unfortunately, now we have a bit of backtracking, not too much, but just to go get the grenade launcher. So to save a few seconds or moments or minutes on your game, just don't do what I did and pick up the grenade launcher. For some reason I thought the bowcaster was going to be in that locker, but apparently it's not. As we can it's actually possible to play most of the game without getting the grenade launcher, so I'm going to wait until later on when we're forced to go back that way anyway, and then I'll just do a slight detour. For those of you who know, I'll have to go back that way for the clock tower puzzle. Go through here. Get your key. Could have actually done that earlier, but as it so happens, it doesn't really matter. And that suits us from the perspective of, I need to go back to the S.T.A.R.S office anyway. That key opens up one of the doors in the downstairs area, back that way. Where I got into a fight with too many zombies on hard mode. So once that's done, you're gonna manage your inventory quick. Don't need that. Don't need that. And it's always good to carry one health item in case something goes wrong. As it so happens, we're now going to grab the grenade launcher exactly when we need it. As we have a horde room coming up, for lack of a better word. And that means I'm going to have to fight multiple zombies. And on hard mode, you always don't want to do that unless you absolutely have to. Fortunately for us, that's exactly what's about to happen. So now you've done all that, you're going to walk through here. Oh god, forgot the... Ran straight past the S.T.A.R.S room. That's annoying. So now we have to backtrack. Shouldn't have had to, but oh. To avoid this on your playthrough, just don't forget to pick up the grenade launcher. I thought it was the bow gun. It's in fact the grenade launcher. They're right in time. Through here. Back down the stairs. Now we'll go to the end of the room down here, where we can now open the door. Aside from that backtracking, so far the run has been okay. If you like the content, please feel free to subscribe, share, like, and comment, and let me know your thoughts on which version of Resident Evil 2 you prefer, whether it's this one or the remake. You'll probably see why hard mode is annoying. Still alive. On fire and still alive. Oh, that's why hard mode is annoying. Once you grab this plastic bomb, you want to walk through. And you'll get the detonator. In here, we're going to have a bit of a problem. There's loads of zombies. Who would have knew? In fact, I'm going to have to eat my words there. There are none because we're in the A game, so there's only Marvin. Welcome, Leon. I'm going to have to manage my inventory, so I'll do that now. Now gets the detonator, which leads us onto the third key for the station, if you're Claire. So far, the playthrough's okay. There's some things that are unavoidable. For example, it's hard to watch all your grenades go down on a couple of zombies, but that's just the way hard mode is. I'm going to put back the herb, and then we can go. The detonator is combined with the C4 explosive, or the plastic explosive, whatever it is. And that can be used upstairs where the gem room was to open up another doorway, where we heard the scream earlier. Next we'll be going through here, where unfortunately Marvin is turned. What you want to do is try to trigger the scene as far from him as possible. As you can see, I've already gone and lost my health. I'm pretty sure I put myself further from him than where I ended up when I got bitten, but that's why we try to remove ourselves from him before we do that. The most ideal situation for that scenario is to be Leon with the shotgun. When Marvin jumps for you, you can literally decapitate him instantly. Aside from that, you normally end up getting bitten. I'm gonna go over here. For now, we're progressing the story. I'm gonna go back to the area inside where the helicopter crashed through, and there's a door that's collapsed. I'm gonna blow it up. And that will lead us on to our third station key, which is over here.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others. That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy and she will turn into a zombie within the hour like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or by decapitating her completely. And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please. I'd really like to be alone now.
Once Chief Irons is done explaining the strange predicament he's in, he's a weirdo. We're gonna progress down here, but we'll find Sherry. Follow the pitter-patter of Sherry. Apparently she's invisible. Turn the light on.
Wait!
Let me go!
Easy, easy there! I'm not a zombie! You're safe now. Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
The chemical plant? Then, what are you doing here?
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because it was too dangerous to stay at home.
From the look of things, I'd say she was probably right. But it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me!
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
Once that's happened, you can go down here. First aid spray, but we don't want it. We're too good for that. I joke, if you want an S, you will have to stick to herbs. It's possible. I'm doing it now. You just got to be careful. There is enough to get through the game, but it's pretty tight. It's easier. It's much easier in Leon's game because of the shotgun and the magnum, which are way more powerful and decapitate and kill enemies quicker.
Chief?
There's our key. Have a look here. That's where the stones go, in case you're not wondering. In case you're wondering. With our newfound key, we can go back the way we came, and we're going to go out this hallway where the ravens were. If we circle back around, by that I mean we're going to go straight forward. And here's the circle. Go down here. And you end up on the bottom floor. I'm going to make this into a free hub mix, just because that's a full hill, and I want my inventory space. There's a body on the floor when you walk in here. You want to grab the handgun bullets, and then we're going to fight to the safe, and in there is grenades. That is all you need to get. Run in here. Gonna grab the acid rounds. Go around here, there's no need to. Just want the herb. I do not know how I did that, other than pure skill. So, obviously that was done on purpose. I'm taking full responsibility for that. I knew exactly how I did that and ran around all the zombies. That's exactly what happened. Here is a window you can shut if you have the wire. I don't have it at the moment, but we will be getting it later. The scene where the zombies come flying through the window doesn't trigger until much later in the game. So between then and now, I'm going to have to do what I'm doing down here, and then go back to put the wire in. On my previous A video, I made a slight mistake. There's a wire you can get in the interrogation room, and using it on that window will shut the window. I was under the belief that if you kept it there, you could use it in the B game, but the way it actually works is you're supposed to use it in the A game, and then it stays on in the B game. So if you want a window to be shut for the B game, you have to do it in this A game. Otherwise, you just miss the opportunity. The wire isn't there in the B game, so it's not like if you forget to do it, you get to do it in the next one. Which I did deliberately, thinking that was the only way you could do it in the next one. But I was wrong, so I'll mention that in the comment section of the A video. But for now, I'm just going to have to include this in this A video of Claire. For anyone who missed that. Once the power's on, and it's always up, down, you go through here. There's only one reason I'm here. It's the herb. The reason I'm getting it now is because later on this place has dogs. Once you have that, you can go back. You want to avoid the dogs as much as you can. On hard mode, the dogs are very much like the zombies. They take loads of bullets, so unless you absolutely must, do not fight them. Going through there always yields the same result, so just run. If you walk or run, the same thing happens, dogs jump down. In here, you get an opportunity to manage your inventory. We don't need too much, so what I'm going to do is put away the full heal, the herbs, pretty much everything. The reason I'm doing that is we're about to obtain a key, and then on the way back there's things I want to pick up, such as the red herb, the green herb.
Sherry, I've been looking everywhere for you. I was so worried. We've got to go now, honey, okay? If we stay here, that monster will find us. Let's go.
No, I won't.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
It's not that, Claire. It's because of my daddy. He's over there. I heard him call my name. Daddy must have been attacked by the monsters. I have to help him.
Wait, Sherry, don't go alone! Sherry! Sherry!
Now we've taken control of Sherry, just have to... I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but if you have, you'll probably be familiar with this puzzle. It's always the same. You go to the other area, so if you're Ada, you go here, and if you're... Oh my god. One thing I didn't anticipate is there would be dogs, so I almost died. That's annoying. I won't be using that. I will not be using that healing item because I'm not healing with first aid sprays. That was just very unfortunate. Once the dogs started attacking, pretty much just got hit on a loop. On the A game of Leon and on the B game of Claire, that's normally zombies, so I expected the same, but obviously it's dogs for this time around. In fact, thinking back to it, Leon A was also dogs, so that's why I made the mistake there. When I played the B game, which you might have seen Claire B, that's actually zombies. So it's probably going to be zombies for Leon B as well. Something to bear in mind when you're playing through. But once I got out there and was in the middle, I was going to keep running, but I kept getting hit because Sherry's just too small and keeps flinching when she gets hit. So that nearly ended in disaster. There's some grenades I could have picked up, which would have been at the end of that walkway. Because of my health situation, I'm just going to leave. The enemies on the A game are a bit easier, the main enemies, so I'm gonna forget those grenades and just proceed without them. That was very fortunate. My god. Yeah, ordinarily I would have gone and got the grenades, but after that, that was a disaster.
Claire! Are you there?
Sherry, are you okay? Did you find your dad?
Yes, I'm okay. But I couldn't find him. But I did find something else for you. Here!
Thanks, sweetie. Now, why don't you come over here? I want you to stay with me.
Claire! I can't reach the ventilation hole anymore. But don't worry, I'll find another way. I can take care of myself.
Wait, Sherry, come back! Sherry! Sherry!
I went from good to nearly bad. I'm gonna quickly go back out here and get the red herb. Gonna wait a moment. That's better. There you go. Don't normally advocate animal cruelty on this channel, but for those dogs, make an exception. How annoying. Go through here. That's right, you just heard a licker. What we're gonna do, what I should have done, a bit late for that now, should have brought a not bowcaster, the crossbow with a grenade launcher, and you'll see why in a minute, but for now, I'm just gonna have to make do with what I've got. Because there's a licker in the room, I'm healing. As I mentioned earlier, a yellow caution is fine for zombies. With lickers, they have a high power attack, and on hard mode, that can kill you on yellow caution. So all you're gonna do, wait for the licker to go by. If you're in a better situation than I was just then, you wouldn't have gone in there first, but I had to, for the health. So you go in this precinct room, you got to basically run through, grab the card at the end, which is here, and then leave. There's one zombie that's probably going to grab me. Nope, I got around it. Once he walks by, they're quite fast, so if you're tempted to run, don't. Do the key card. Here you have the option to pick up a submachine gun or side pack. Because Resident Evil 2 is more generous than the previous game, you have 8 inventory slots rather than the usual 6 or 8, depending on whether you're Chris or Jill, like in number 1. 8's more than enough, so what I'm going to do for Claire to make up for her lack of firepower is take the machine gun. That will leave the side pack for Leon in the B game. If you saw my Leon A Claire B game, I left both of those for Claire and then ended up in a predicament where all of the zombies in the basement more or less wasted my entire submachine gun. So I know from that experience that you don't need the submachine gun to clear the B game. It makes very little difference. And on hard zombies, And with hard zombies, they can take a lot of shots, meaning that even then it can be practically useless. I'm going to empty it into the first main boss we have in the A game for Claire, just to see if it kills it. It spews all these annoying little G.virus monsters everywhere, so hopefully it will pick them off. In here, you'll find your Magnum. Oh wait, I'm thinking of the Leon campaign. You find your acid rounds. Bit of insight into the life of people at the precinct. Just telling us about the significance of the chess pieces. Makes a bit more sense of why there's chess pieces as a key in the sewer and the Leon campaign. One of the things this game did a bit better than the remake in some areas was make the precinct more believable, while parts of it are still quite impractical and weird. I find the remake's design to be even more impractical and weird than the original. As in, it's less believable, but whatever. Going through here. I'm gonna run through this area. Should be able to get around all the zombies without a problem. Go out here. There's a few things I want to do here. Before we go any further, I want to use that wire. I want to use the wire on that window so that it's definitely shut. While it makes little difference in the A game, for the B game it makes a big difference. I'm going to shut that area off because you go through there once or twice, maybe 3 times in the B game, and you don't really go through the other area that the window covers. Going for the inventory box, just realised it's here, not upstairs. I'm gonna be. Put away the... In fact, I'm gonna keep that. For hordes of zombies, the bowcaster or the bow gun is the most ideal weapon, followed by the ordinary grenade launcher because there's plenty of ammo for that. I'm probably gonna get. I don't want to carry. Okay, so we don't want to carry that because there's too much space for now. With that, I should be able to. Do I have the lighter? No, how annoying. On the lighter. Now we're ready. Next, I'm going to go to the hallway where we just saw the horde of zombies. We're going to fight our way through there. There's a room with the wire. We're going to shut the window. And we're going to get the cog for the clock puzzle. Or the clock general, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to fire through here. Not even sure if that was worth it. One thing I can't stress enough is once you start a fight, stick to it because... Oh no. These zombies will recover health if you leave now. You won't. Had to leave. That's ridiculous. That's probably better off than having a fight with them. While it would technically be taking a hit. It's not that big a deal. Compared to this, look. Oh. Come on. Hard mode is just ridiculous. There's a challenge and then there's just stupid. I killed him, so I'm gonna be cheap. He sounds dead, I better be right. Out here, there's still gonna be several zombies. Good God. I don't know if you saw my Claire B playthrough, but had a similar experience there. This area downstairs in this half of the police station just seems to be a nightmare. I'm not even going to fight them. I've changed my mind. I'm just going to run around them. It's taken too many bullets. I've still got plenty of bullets, so unlike my Claire B, which was a complete disaster, this is not too bad at all. Just be aware, if you want to grab anything in the other room, you got to do it now. Because once you pick up that stone we just saw, you're going to have to kill him. That's irritating. Surprised I haven't died from... Oh God. Hard mode is annoying. Yeah, and I genuinely believe that. If it was a challenge and I was being whiny, I'd say it, but it really is too many shots. A lot of it is just a drain on your resources. Doesn't really prove any skill. I could have equally have done everything I just did with a handgun and got headshots one after the other. It's a bit random in that sense. So yeah, one of my complaints about Resident Evil 2 1998 is there is no skill in the hard mode. It's literally being prepared properly and fighting. That would normally be highly unlikely, and then I got hit by a licker. Good God. This isn't looking good. I've got a horde of zombies out there. Oh, I got rid of the key. Oh, good God. No, no, no. I don't understand why there's a licker in there, unless it's got something to do with me opening that. Unless it's got something to do with me opening that other, grabbing that other stone a moment ago. What I'm gonna do now, there's a green herb out here. I'm gonna mix those, get a full heal. How much you wanna bet it's a nightmare out here? Yes. One more hit and I'm dead. Oh my God, run. Oh my God, run. This is the exact same well, it's actually worse. This is the situation I had before. I now need to fight through here. This is actually worse because I can't get to my healing items. So I now need to fight through all these zombies. I can't see them. That's good, that's good. Obviously skill, what I mentioned earlier. Forget it, it's all skill. So, firing away. Oh good God, come on. I can't take the hit, I'm gonna have to leave. How stupid. I can't tell if that was a death or a grunt. We're now running through our handgun ammo. If he didn't die, he'll be back with full health. I think these are different people. I hope they are. That's what I like to hear. That was a headshot. Happened off camera, but I heard it clearly. So now what I'm trying to do, I've got to decide between, I got to run before the zombies grab me, or fight the final zombie and then go for it. They're already coming for me. I think I can beat the zombies, so that's what I'm going to try. Oh my god. It's close. Not the good kind. Now, there you go. Gonna go through. Gonna go back to that liquor room, do the plug puzzle there, and then leave. Generally speaking, this run is going okay, with the exception of this was pretty much my experience on Claire B, and I ended up getting an S, except that was slightly less worse. What happened just there? It's the Queen, the King, and the Jack. Run for your life. If that happens, you can start walking again. Does he want to move? No, he wants to go straight to the puzzle. Of course he does. That makes sense, I guess. Why would it do the more convenient thing of... Imagine if I'd forgotten the lighter. So it's Queen, King. It's kind of annoying. Queen? He's probably going to turn around, because that'd be the most annoying thing it could do. Okay, it didn't do that. Don't know how. I'm not going to complain about it. Ordinarily, I'd do a 180 turn, but I don't know if that counts as a run. If you see that happen, leave. Once it arches its back, don't hang around. Liquors do a lot of damage on hard mode, as you can probably imagine. Once we've done this, I don't see why. Oh yeah, of course. It's got to be annoying. Luckily, it wasn't too much of a problem, but it couldn't just do its usual routine, walking back and forward. It had to walk straight to me. Once that's done, we're leaving. Oh, thank God we're leaving. I'm bored of this area now. Goodbye. There is nothing else. We have the wire. I'm going to do the window now. Slight diversion for the A game, but it makes the B game much easier. You can probably see why I might want to make the B game easier, given the trouble we've had with zombies in this game. That was pretty much as good as that can get. We're going to go through here. Through the double doors. Go around here. Make your way past all the zombies. All I'm doing is shutting this window, coming back from where I came. The minute we go to the library, which will happen in a minute. Actually, let me just get this first in case. That's the mistake I made in my last A game. When you get the wire, don't leave it for the B game, use it. I thought if you used it in the A game, it blew in the B game, and then you didn't get to use it. Like that the hard way. If you want to see that mistake, you can watch my Claire B. While I completed it, and I got an S. It was pretty disastrous at times. I'm gonna do that again just because the zombie slowed me down. In fact, it makes more sense to go this way. Don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. For those of you that don't know, I'm now going toward the clock tower, where I'll be getting the second half of the bluestone. And unless I'm missing something, I should have all 3 stones. Too soon for that. So next up, I'm going to get the crank, the gear, and then we can go get the final stone. So I've got yellow. Yeah, I've got more. That goes there. There you go. As you probably noticed earlier, if you run and then stop, the lickers can stop pursuing you. This licker we're dealing with now is over there. Pretty much as good as that's gonna get. You don't ever want to get hit by that move. That's its critical hit. That there is the area beneath us, where we started out. The licker was. It's roughly around there. We won't be going there ever again in this game, so it doesn't really matter. The other window, by comparison, that leads to the sewer. If you're playing the B game later, that area becomes flooded. Whoa! That area becomes flooded way earlier on, which can cause problems. I'm almost certain that there weren't lickers in Leon's A game. This is really confusing me. If that had hit, I probably would have died. I imagine I'm on yellow caution right now. Oh, might have survived. Don't want to find out. So you do that. If this was Leon, we'd be flying down the chute. Yeah, you can't go down the chute. Which is really annoying because Claire's much weaker than Leon. While that's annoying, it's manageable. Gonna go down here and prepare for our first fight. They put an annoying amount of lickers between here and where we're going. For the trouble it's worth, it's just easier to wait. In one of my other playthroughs, I tried to do a clever ladder, enter and exit, thinking I could bypass the the Licker's walk animation, but it didn't end up being any easier than just going for it. The biggest hesitation I have here, if it isn't obvious, is I'm on yellow caution. Trying to bait him into turning around so that he walks past me, but at the moment he's just doing what it wants. Or it is doing what it wants. You can't really get by there. I'd rather not have the fight if I can avoid it, so for the extra 30 seconds, whatever it is it takes, I'm gonna wait. If I was on fire, I probably would have made a run for it. Is he even coming, or is he stuck? No way. I've never seen it do that. Or whatever. I've never seen it do that. Depending on whether it goes to the end or not, I'm gonna make a run for the door or stay here until it comes back. It looks like it's gonna come back. That'd be the most annoying thing. Just leave. There you go. Sign or liquor. Get rid of this. We want acid. We want acid. We want that. We'll have more acid. Combine that. We'll do that. And then get the blues. Oh my god. Blues. There. Combine them. Should be a yellow stone somewhere. Make sure that's a free hub. I don't really want to use my health for two reasons. I don't think I'm being too optimistic with thinking I can fight the next boss without, or the next main battle without. It's not strictly a boss, so the next main battle without.
Claire!
Sherry, you're okay.
I'm glad to see you're safe, Claire.
Oh, hold on. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring the free herbs. I'm going to bring the free herbs, the other one, and then if I do need to heal, have the backup. I'm always going to want one in my inventory. In a boss fight, it's likely that I'll probably be knocked down a tier of health. And once I go to orange caution, I'm definitely going to heal whatever's going on. Generally speaking, the health items we have at the moment are okay. It's in line with what I was expecting. We have enough to complete the game without too much of an issue. There you go. I'm going to be using the submachine gun on this first main battle because it's not very good. It just saves me using my other guns. It's basically a rapid fire handgun, but way weaker. By way weaker, I mean much weaker.
I'm going down there. Stay here and wait for me, okay?
Help me!
Something's got to irons before us. I wonder what it is.
So you've made it this far. Not bad, girl. But I'm not letting anyone leave my town. Everyone's gonna die.
Calm down, Chief. What happened?
Shut up! You couldn't possibly understand what's happened. Those monsters from Umbrella have destroyed my beautiful town. How could they do that to me after everything I've done for them?
So it's true. You have been working with Umbrella. Then you must know about the G-Virus. What is it? Tell me!
If you must know, it's the agent that can turn humans into the ultimate bioweapons. Superior to the T-Virus in every way. Dr. William Birkin is the genius behind the project.
William Birkin?
I'm sure you've already seen his little girl running around here somewhere. Sherry, isn't it? In case you haven't already figured it out. The monster that's been tearing my precinct apart is yet another product of the G-Virus. An ultimate bioweapon. Umbrella must be trying to cover its tracks. But if I have to go, I'm going to take you with me. I just can't take the pain!
As its annoying spawn I was talking about. As it so happens, the submachine gun is doing a great job. The only thing I'm not too happy about is the angle of this fight. Once the fight is over, you can leave the room and it gets rid of all the little minions. Generally speaking, that fight was okay. It's more or less what I expected. I don't like the angle of fighting it on that walkway. But aside from that, it was okay. Once you're done fighting, you can go get Sherry. And we'll continue on down to the sewer. So, That concludes the police station for Claire. If you like the content so far, please feel free to subscribe, share, like, or comment. And let me know your thoughts on which Resident Evil 2 you prefer, whether it's the 1998 one or the 2019 one. If I mentioned the 2002 one earlier, I was probably referring to Resident Evil 1 by mistake.
Claire, you came back!
I can't believe the man who developed the G-Virus is actually her father.
What's wrong, Claire?
It's nothing. But I think I found a way out of here. We should be able to find someplace safe if we can just make it out of town.
But...
Don't worry, I'll protect you. I promise. But you have to make sure you don't leave my side. Leon, are you still there? We're leaving.
Are you crazy? The streets are still crawling with zombies.
It'll be all right, trust me. We found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Claire! Claire! Wait, wait!
On here. Going to the sewer. So far it's going pretty good. We still have our healing items, and we have one more herb in the inventory, back in the chest.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Claire?
Fortunately, we have to be Sherry again. Fortunately, she's healed. This one's a lot easier. You just have to get through and some grenades we can get. And aside from that, there's not much going on here. There's a zombie down there. Just avoid it. We'll maybe have to come back there as Claire and there's no choice. Aside from that, I genuinely don't remember what you're supposed to do here. I'll figure out. Ah, the shaft. Vent shaft. There you go. Run. There's one thing I know about those bugs, they can kill you, so leave as soon as you can. I've had it happen to me once with Ada where I walked in, I ran straight down the middle.
Claire? Oh. Oh.
And that shows you what happened to Sherry. And given the 2019 remake, it's probably safe to assume that that's supposed to be the canon way things happened. If you play Claire B, Sherry doesn't get infected at all. Nothing in there. Grab the grenades, then you can leave. For whatever reason, the zombie decided not to move. Says don't forget the valve on that board, in case you didn't see it. So guess what you're gonna need? If you guess the valve, you're correct. You're not getting a prize for it. So, now we've done that, I'm going to use the grenade launcher as well, with ordinary grenades. There you go. Yep, that's definitely the way. No Leon, because we're Claire A. Grab the sewer map, that's pretty pointless. See why in a minute. What we're going to do here is go up to the end. That sounds like the pattering of spiders, which is good for us. They're easy to avoid. Should be grenades and a pendant. Well, there is for Leon. I guess there isn't for Claire. I'm gonna check. Just checking if there's any. Looks like there isn't. Up here. Over there.
Who are you? Oh, I see. Another spy sent by Umbrella, right? Let me guess. You're here to steal my husband's G.virus, aren't you? You are tenacious, I'll give you that.
Husband? Then you must be Annette. Sherry's mother?
What?
Sherry's wandering around alone in the sewers. You have to help me find her.
That's impossible. I told her to go to the police station. What's she doing here? William will be after her.
William?
That's right. The creature that's been causing all this destruction is none other than my own husband.
This way.
It's sheer perfection. My precious G.Virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-Virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
Stop. You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William. Oh my. Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute.
Roger.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-Virus into his own body?
The G-Virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there! Shoot it! Eat this, you freak! The bodies aren't stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! What is this thing? Fire! Fire! Son of a...
So those rats were the carriers of the virus?
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. I tried to save him, but I'm afraid it's already too late.
But...
And that's not even the entire story. Every G-Virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other life forms. That's why he's after Sherry.
What are you trying to say?
The bodies of individuals with non-related genetic coding are likely to reject the embryo, but since Sherry is his daughter, that possibility is non-existent. It's an inherent survival instinct.
Ah! It's Sherry! You go that way.
Gonna use the valve. We'll see. Luckily they'll stack. Make sure you've put the walkway back up before you go, and then proceed on. You're now approaching the easiest gate, the easiest in-game main fight this game has to offer. I've got to admit, they did this much better in the 2019 remake than they did here.
Sherry!
So once you get hit, you just gotta run. It's quite straightforward. Make sure that falls. You just gotta wait. I've seen if I had the submachine gun. But if you don't, just wait. You're watching the barrel. The minute it grabs the barrel of fire, and you've done it. That's pretty much all there is to it. I think I've only failed that once where I forgot to let the barrel drop. There's our medal.
Come on, wake up, Sherry.
My stomach. It hurts.
Don't worry. You'll be fine. Come on, let's go.
So, we're gonna heal. Normally it's annoying and bad if Sherry stops like that. This time doesn't matter, because we're going back that way anyway. Over here. When you're walking with Sherry as Claire, you can tap the run button to make you ice skate like that, or figure skate. It's better than running full speed because Sherry normally gets left behind and just sits there until you move, until you go back and get her. So tapping the button makes it so that she ends up catching up for you and sticking with you rather than falling behind and getting on the floor. As you can see, that's her full speed. And you really don't want her to fall behind because she's just slow and annoying. And on hard mode in particular, we don't want her to fall behind. Wow. Because the enemies will take more hits. That can make our life that much harder. Once you've opened up this, you've now cleared the sewer section. So if you like the content so far, please feel free to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Now we'll be moving on to the tram before finally going to the train cart and then onto the laboratory. The Sherry problem, illustrated. Doesn't matter when it's a walkway with no zombies. Very different story if you're trying to get away from a room full of zombies. Especially on hard mode, and you don't want to fight them. So figure skate your way over here. And then back. down here. There's a spark shot. Throwing the grenade launcher up a zombie is the closest. Ah. Can't do that until we've cleared out this place. That's annoying. For now, I'm going to run down here, so we didn't hit him anyway. Oh, yeah. Come on, Sherry. There's not much here. We have to go to the next room to manage the inventory. There's a spark shot back there I want. And aside from that, there's 2 herbs. There's 2 herbs you can get down here. Sherry in the way is a human shield if you're feeling cowardly. Somewhat useful. But they will try to vomit on Sherry, so be careful. Don't touch me, Sherry. I'm usually against this, but I'm gonna make my life go a bit quicker. That one's dead. As you can see, we're flying through the hang-on bullets now. I want to quickly see how many zombies are left down here. Oh, there is. Okay. Now that I've seen that there's only one, I'm just basically going to grab the herbs before I go up. Next, I'm going ahead the way I was going. What I'm trying to do, make sure Sherry comes along. Go up here. Go up the ladder. There's an inventory management box up here. We're going to do that. I'm going to grab the vault. I'm going to grab the bolt gun and then head back here. Grab the grenades. I need those till later, so you can put those away. It's okay. Sherry's been left behind, so now you're free to run around as you normally would. That's annoying, but aside from that, it should be okay. I don't think there's anyone down here. I'm right. Spark shot, that's what that's called. I'd normally be against this, but one hit won't hurt. Run straight down here. That should be enough. So I'm going to bring the 2 herbs. Or I'm fine. Oh, that's annoying, you need a slot. Or at least I think you do. Go down here, get your handgun rounds. And we're onto the cable car / factory area. This is one of the shortest areas in the game. Pretty much done it. Oh, right. On the A game, you have to get the key. Should be ammo in here. Yep. Grab the key. If you've got the ammo like I do, you can grab the ammo. You want to save the flame rounds because there's enemies later on that die instantly from the flame round. But aside from that, you can use what you like. Use the key.
My stomach hurts.
Hang in there, Sherry. Her forehead's burning up. I've got to hurry before the embryos pupate.
Once that's done, get out here. If you've seen my other videos, you know what's going to happen. If not, you soon find out. Yeah, I don't want to die. What would have happened if I had taken that shot without healing? Overall, that was okay. Took a few hits I could have avoided, but other than that, fine.
Sherry.
Claire?
Oh, you're finally awake.
Isn't this...
That's okay. You keep it. I'm sure it'll keep you safe.
Thank you, Claire. Even though I'm an only child, neither of my parents ever spent much time with me because of their work. I grew up alone, but now that you're with me, I finally have someone to rely upon.
Sherry. Rest here for a bit. I'll be right back, as soon as I found the antidote for you.
There we go. Prepare for what's up ahead. At the moment, it's looking pretty good. And we have a full health. I'll just bring that for the hell of it. In fact, I'll bring that for the hell of it. So we're not going to get use of that on the other game. It won't be able to do much, but there are some zombies you can clear out. As you can see, it's a bit of a burden to carry around. So now we're on to the laboratory area. If you've liked the content so far, please feel free to subscribe, share, like or comment. And for now, let's move on to getting the fuse. Or the power cell, or whatever it's called. Get it in a minute. It's over here. Fuse case. I have the main fuse. Go over here. Next, we've been making our way down to the bottom of the laboratory where we'll be getting the key card. Along the way, there's a few items we can obtain. Some will be skipping because of the... It's just not worth it. I'll explain why in a minute. So in here, find bowgun rounds. Yeah, it's okay. You can fire at that with the fire round. That's the only important thing in here, the gas code. You can fire at that with a flame round. It leads you into the room next door. There's 2 liquors in there, and you can get 2 rounds of, so 2 lots of 4 grenades, the ordinary ones, but considering you have to fight 2 liquors for it, it's not really worth it. Here you should use fire rounds if you got them. One should do both of them. There you go. Bear in mind, whenever you are fighting them, any that you kill can come back, so you're better off just leaving it until they're in your way. In this next section, there's lickers, which is annoying. But we'll deal with them. Always be wary when you can't see them. You can walk by. If you do that, just make sure you don't trigger them. Choose to use flame round, you need two. Probably see from that example how it can go from good to bad very quickly. Unfortunately, they can just scratch you like that one did there. That was fine. As I was saying, unfortunately they can just scratch you like that one did there. And it can take away quite a lot of your health. And they can do it again and again and again, spamming it. I've died a few times on a hard run from lickers because of that. So those lickers are mandatory to kill. There's one more in a minute, which you'll see when we try and go back that way. But after that, you should be clear of lickers. And lickers are probably one of the biggest problems we have here, so... In hindsight, probably would have been better off bringing some grenade rounds with me, but it's too late for that now. Don't need anything else here. I'm going to bring the submachine gun, just for the hell of it. You might say, why would you do anything for the hell of it? Literally because we're not going to be able to use this gun again, so if we don't use it now, we're not going to be using it. In my haste, I forgot the weapon key, but it doesn't matter. It's grenade rounds, I'll get it in a minute. That's where the weapon key is used. But for now, I'm just going to get the card key. If anything's in your way and you want to get rid of it, the machine gun is a pretty good idea. I can't stand when I take hits like that, so because I couldn't see, I took a hit. Sure, it's dead. Once we're in here, shouldn't have to worry too much. There's a few things that could be in our way, but we can also avoid everything. Just get that and get out. Go down here.
Annette! You killed William. I'll never forgive you for that.
Wait!
I've just prepared a sample of the G-Virus. And this time, no one will take it from me. This is the most significant piece of research my husband has ever left in my hands.
Stop it! Sherry's in serious trouble. William implanted her with his embryos. There's no telling when they'll pupate. And if that happens, then Sherry won't...
What? William... William...
First thing you can do, just forget that significant event and go in here. Never mind. We can go back later. Oh, that's dead. You know from that we saw earlier, it's going to be gassed. There you go.
William is still alive. He's getting stronger with each skin he casts off. Sherry!
Tell me what I need to know. How can I save Sherry?
I have detailed information. Everything you need to know to prepare the antidote is right here. Save my daughter. And tell her I'm sorry I wasn't a better mother. Tell her I love her. Sherry.
Annette!
Self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Actually, I need to go back one more time. Need to get the weapon case. The weapon case key. I'm not exactly sure what you're supposed to do, but I know part of the solution's in the back where we started in that small room. Basically, you have to prepare a vaccine for Sherry. So I'm going to do that now. Shouldn't need anything other than... where's the key? There. Don't want to carry too much. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to pick up the first part of the vaccine here and bring it upstairs. I'll double check now. If I'm wrong, I'll let you know, and then you can avoid it on your playthrough. But figuring this out won't take too long compared to if I'm right. Going back here would take a long time. Grab the grenades. Over here. There's a machine. That's what I want, the base vaccine. Where is it? If the answer is that it's not here, then it must be upstairs. Fine. Then it is upstairs. Go up here. Now I know where I'm going. Had to confirm. I know you have to bring the vaccine there at some point. I didn't know if it was the first step or the second. Go down here. We're gonna need... This is pretty useless at this point. I'm gonna grab flame rounds.
Leon, you made it!
Claire, is that you? Where are you?
I can see you on the monitor. But never mind that right now. Leon, you have to go back and get Sherry for me. I left her in the security office. Please, you must save her.
Wait a second. What are you gonna do? Where are you going?
I still have a few loose ends to take care of. I'm counting on you.
Bit late for that, but okay. More or less seen the entire laboratory at this point. Go through here. There we go. I'm gonna bring this back now just because if it causes inventory blockage later on, I'm gonna be really annoyed. In fact, it won't. I know there's a hub. Never mind. Let's go. Should be a hub up where the plant was. So now we're going upstairs. We're going to go back down the... So we're going from the red runway to the blue one. Careful, it's turning around if you haven't noticed. Luckily it's quite slow. Fill that with flame rounds. Gonna go to the blue walkway. From here, the lab card. Grenade rounds. There's the vaccine. Turn on the vaccine machine. By this point, hard mode zombies are annoying. I'm literally sick of them. All dead? Good. Combine all that. Did you see a flash here? Yes, I did. With the ammo disc. Okay. Thought that was going to be a puzzle or something. It's literally just a machine. Take your base vaccine. You can probably guess where we're going now, but that's why I checked earlier. I wanted to make sure I didn't run off here and then find out I had to be down there first. That would have been very annoying. Last time I played this game was quite a while ago, so I couldn't remember exactly which way it was, but I knew the path without knowing which one you go to first, but it turns out it's the top then the bottom. So you go down here. Use the flame rounds on those. It might look like I could have ran past that, but it definitely would have grabbed me, so... In case you were wondering, that's why I didn't just run straight past. Over here. So next we'll be doing the base vaccine. You have to go back to Sherry. Oh god. You probably hear the enthusiasm in my voice. Hard mode zombies are just annoying. Not a challenge. I just killed another one in one shot. Whatever. Use the ammo disc. Go and get it out of our inventory. Get the base vaccine. I'm not sure if you can complete the game without getting the vaccine. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments, but I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure it will try to stop me and tell me to go back. One thing I can't remember, which is kind of annoying me right now, is I can't remember whether you're supposed to go back up to Sherry, where she would be, or if Leon deals with that and all I'm supposed to do is get the vaccine and leave. I guess we'll find out in a minute. But once you've done all this, you can run back here. There's the machine. Stick the base vaccine in there. Now you have the vaccine. Now that we've got that, that's everything we need. There's a first aid spray if you want it. I don't. I'm going to do a quick run upstairs. Whether that's a waste of time or not, I won't know. If it turns out to be a waste of time, feel free to skip in the chapters and pick up where the game continues. But I am not certain whether I'm supposed to be going up here with the vaccine or if I'm supposed to be just going straight to the ammo disc room. So just to make sure I get it right, I'm going to go upstairs. Take the vaccine to the room upstairs. And then if it turns out there's no Sherry, then I'll leave. Hopefully there's not too many plants in the way, I can't remember. I have a bad feeling they always respawn, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, thankfully I'm wrong. No plant. Over here. And if I'm right, we go over here. So one or two things are going to happen. We'll either find Sherry or we're going to find an empty save room. All that did was spawn or push the zombie closer to me, which makes no sense. There you go. I really can't stand those zombies. Well, there's no Sherry. I'm not sure whether you're supposed to do that to advance the story, or if this is just me going off on a random tangent now. We'll find out, I guess. You can be a bit cheap here. Oh, I thought there'd be more acid rounds, but there isn't. So we can put the acid rounds in here. Gonna put the spark shot in there. I don't have any other gun worth bringing. The submachine gun, believe it or not, is weaker than the handgun. In fact, I would rather have another health item. Is there anything else? There is. If you're wondering why I use that double, I'm now going to fill up with 3 of those. There you go. That would be my final setup. I would rather have that. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything. I haven't seen the bowcaster. There's nothing up there. Oh, there you go. I just put it down the way. I was hoping there'd be acid rounds or something, but there isn't. Oh, we've done that. Oh, great. The one zombie that's remaining is the one that's in the way. Now we've done that, we can go back down here. One thing I can't tell you is I don't know whether that was a complete waste of time or if you're supposed to do that, but it looks like that was a complete waste of time. I probably could have just gone straight to the ammo disc room. So in your playthrough, if you're trying to shave a few minutes off, I'd suggest just going ahead and doing that. For me, it's been so long since I played it, I had to make sure I didn't want to get a bad ending by not giving Sherry the vaccine, but it turns out Leon's got it already, so we can leave. There shouldn't be anything between us and leaving. I'm more paranoid about dying in the last battle on hard mode than than bringing an additional weapon, so that's the way I'm doing it. I think there's enough ammo there, I'm pretty certain I'm right, to beat the final battle, so I will use this to begin.
5 minutes until detonation.
For now, all I'm doing is keeping away from him until he transforms. That hit, I don't know how, but it did. If you get hit, make sure you get up and heal immediately. Do not wait, see? That's what I hate about this fight, William. I'm just gonna spam grenades. Check my health. If I'm fine, I'm gonna keep fighting. If I take any damage, I'll immediately be changing. Yeah. Don't like that. Now we're just gonna have to fight to the death. I more or less had to use my last rounds to make sure he exit the right way. Had to use my last rounds to kill him and all my health. I may have healed a bit preemptively, but I just don't take any chances, because one time I played all the way through and died, thinking I could take another hit, so it's just not worth it.
I have the antidote. If I give it to her...
Claire, what's happening?
Not now. Come on, Sherry, wake up. Wake up. Please, wake up.
Claire? Where am I?
It worked!
Oh, Sherry, you're gonna be okay.
Thanks, Claire.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
Ah, my God has protected you. It will always be with you.
Claire.
Sherry.
Oh, okay. Got an S. So that's Resident Evil 2 1998 as Claire A. If you like the content, please feel free to subscribe, share, like, comment, and let me know your thoughts on whether you prefer Resident Evil 2 1998 or the remake. And I'll see you on the next one.